everybody, welcome to today's episode of Mystical Chase, where a bunch of us sit down and play Dungeons and Dragons!
And forget Kamehamehas.
And kind of forget like half of the game's techniques.
Pretty much.
Shut up.
It's like every time we're rediscovering the system for the first time.
More or less, yeah.
Is this a system?
Is it a system or is it a
Please. Rewind time.
Yeah.
Is it a fluster cluck?
So,
Is it a clusterfluck?
I actually forgot to turn on music. There we go. Alright. So, in the last episode,
Chase.
we started our journey on the 100th World Martial Arts Tournament, where our individual adventurers met, faced off against and even allied with some of the other participants of the tournament itself. As preliminaries came to a close, along with the preceding battles of the event, Cress's match with his opponent, a Super Saiyan god named Meji, was cut short by a darkened sky and a scattering of 7 objects, known to many as the start of the Legend of the Dragon Balls. With Dorita becoming a bed of chaos as both participants who lost in the matches before and members of the audience scattered to the 4 winds to retrieve these legendary items, you were halted or approached by rugged-looking guards of the Capsule Corporation, sending you a message from President Garmy Briefs to meet with him, recruiting you for a job for the corporation. And with that, we lead into tonight's episode of Mystical Chase.
This campaign is a fan-made series. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Shueisha, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release.
So, with everyone, God, it's been a while now, so I'm just getting my bearings again. With the chaos still happening around you, with some people flying, there's this sort of weird stillness in the area as you guys are being approached by the guards of the Capsule Corporation. And as you guys are interacting, what would you guys like to do?
Did anyone...
So Taro and Trace, you guys are together.
Did anyone leave their snacks in the stands?
Actually, even with your passive perception, which you do see just somewhat of a tipped over thing of popcorn that's like still like 3/4 of the way full. You can just snag that if you want.
I'll take it.
Still warm, funnily enough.
Instead of eating it, I'll sporadically flick them at Taro.
You know that's not funny, right?
The guard is like looking very confused at you two at the minute. And
I'd like for you to know that we are not a couple. We are brothers.
Siblings, indeed. Well, adoptive. As you can see by my lack of tail.
I see. And you see this kind of like more of a beast folk individual under the armor. Seems to be more panther-like in appearance.
I don't know how he'd feel to be called a kitty. I think he'd be very upset.
Right, so, what are you guys doing in the minute? Are you guys just taking up the offer, or?
I want to take
Because you've essentially been made an offer to like meet with the president of Capsule Corporation to just to get this job of collecting Dragon Balls, more or less.
I think we should take the offer.
I'm down with whatever, as long as I get a shot at those balls.
Excuse me? Ayo?
The Dragon Balls?
Oh,
God.
Hello?
All right.
Dan,
Yeah. I know.
Above table, Dan, don't laugh at me.
But no, I wasn't laughing anyway. I just heard everybody say Ayo, so I followed up with pause.
No, I thought, well, Xander,
Yeah.
above table, Xander was like, balls. And I was like, what balls?
That was funny.
All right. Again, as this is happening, Trace, with your like passive perception, you still hear some like people around in the crowd like murmuring, confused on like what's gonna happen to the tournament, who's gonna be considered the winner, like, or if the tournament's being put on pause. You hear these like little inklings of like conversations here and there.
Okay. Trace, she definitely counts herself as the winner. But I think they follow the guards. Knowing that like people don't seem to be extremely panicked, just more so wondering and nervous about like, you know.
Yeah, about the general proceedings. Taro, with you being more tapped to key signatures yourself, you do notice that like some people are like, you do note that some people are flying from like the surrounding areas of the tournament as well, like not just on the tournament grounds. You see like you feel like some energies flying away, some flying closer, like your like innate own just full energy signature training has been like working pretty intensely right now. And as you guys are moving towards going with the guard, we'll move on to Basil,
Who is currently being approached
in
by
the
somebody
infirmary.
in the infirmary in a hospital bed.
Yeah. As this is going, as they approach you, Basil, they seem to be, they hold like a vial of like dark green fluid. That you've like seen out and about, but this seems more concentrated, and they just hand you it with like a short introduction, as they were approaching you the first time as well.
Yeah, well,
To give some added context from last session.
well, sure enough, if he's being offered it as a bit, there's a bit of a what's the word? Regardless, if if it's offered, he will down it up.
You feel your entire as you down it, you feel your entire body just rejuvenate as the liquid passes through your throat and down into your body. You feel like your injuries like not only closed up, but like you feel the crick in your neck just kind of like loosen up as well. Like some weird like minor muscle pain has from like maybe even waking up in the morning just kind of went away.
As if his spectacle just gone bottoms up. All right.
And he approaches you with the same offer and message as to the rest of the group. I forgot to write it down, but you're more or less asked as one of the like more powerful participants of the tournament to take on this job from the president of Capsule Corporation to retrieve the Dragon Balls, more or less.
Well, he definitely feels a little indebted now due to the whole gift, so to speak. So everybody's going to refuse.
Or the walls you destroyed.
Yeah, feels like this too.
You know, he just downs it, and immediately, like, one of the windows just shatters or something, as if. But no, thankfully he hasn't had an opportunity to touch anything.
Okay, so again, as you down it, and you saying that, not just one window, but two of them shatter in the presence. Just and like you kind of see just this like the guard, like a human-looking guard, just kind of look at the two shattered windows, just like their eyes wide, their jaw like ajar.
Whoops.
That was quite a fart.
I didn't mean to do that, I swear.
I'll speak with the president, see if we can replace those.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you need anything else before we make our leave? And you see he's like visibly shook at this point as well.
No, thank you.
Do you need some food?
I'll manage. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And as that little interaction ends, we move over to our last party member. Where the heck is that? There we go. We move over to Cress, who's still at the arena as well.
Literally in the middle
Currently
of the air.
interacting with literally in the middle of the air with the guard on a jetpack, intercepting you at the minute.
What's your deal getting in my way?
I have an offer from the Capsule Corp president.
I speak.
He requests any viable fighters to help him in collecting the Dragon Balls.
Well, you just got in the way of me trying to get one, so...
Shit. Well, I guess we'll manage. The president is pretty capable in his research.
Well, since the goals happen to align, I'll entertain you.
And as you go ahead and land, go ahead and add a vial of Sensubine extract into your inventory for Cress.
Oh.
He hands you that as well after your fight,
Oh, okay.
and just says, "Yeah."
Well, if I'm
Timeline
if I'm
events.
getting the offer, I'm downing that shit straight away. He knows what that is.
Yup. No need, no roll necessary, no nothing. You've seen and smelled it already. And as you walk towards President Brief's office, he just says, "Consider it as remuneration for my own incompetence."
I'll accept your apology.
All right. And yeah, as time passes and we all convert and you all converge, Taro and Trace, I want both of you to make perception checks for me, please, as you guys move through the halls first.
Okay. That
That
wasn't the greatest, but still an 18 for me.
Mm-hmm.
17.
17 and 18, all right.
Hey, yo.
As you guys are making through the halls yourselves first, you see a couple of other excuse me, a couple of other energy signatures flying away, both at the same time. A shorter figure and a bit of a bigger figure that you recognize from the tournament. Kind of flying past the window.
Like who's specifically like the
The
Majin?
cloaked figures that you saw, the Majin, the Frost
Okay.
Demon.
I'm still using the hoopunk to shoot popcorn at the guard who's leading us to the office.
Can I turn
really
around?
embracing this slingshot with the extendo grip.
I'm gonna turn around because I'm assuming. Are you behind me or are you next to me?
I think I'm at like behind you. And if you
Okay, I'm
turn
gonna turn
around,
around.
the moment you turn around, one flies into your nose.
Ugh.
Like up.
Where's the precision roll?
I stop. Would you fucking stop? God, that popcorn is just stuck in my nose. Jesus.
Hey, at least it was the butter one, so it'll really stick in there.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah, and Taro, as you feel that, it just like, it doesn't smell necessarily like butter.
Oh my God! What is in
I'll just-
this? What is in this? It does not smell like butter, Trace.
I was about to say at least it smells good. But
It does not. It does
It does
not.
not. It does not
Abort
smell
mission.
good.
Abort mission.
Can I roll some sort of check to get this thing out of my nose?
I'll say just roll a d20 and like see how you get it out.
Oh God.
Like straight d20, no nothing.
17.
Okay. So at 17, you still get it out, but there's just like, you just have to just kind of like pick at it, just
ugh.
Gotta dig it out.
and your
there.
nose is still kind of wet and moist from it, and it's weird.
And like
And
you
this
can
is- And
What
this
was
is
in that shit?
And this is your fault.
you can like feel
Hey.
you know that moment when you get like a kernel caught between your teeth.
Oh,
Because it's like flush with your tooth.
Oh God. And then-
Yeah, it's kind of like that sensation, but in your nose, but it's more gooey.
Ew. This is your fault. This is your fault, Trace.
This is like glue sniffing levels of sticky.
It's not good.
This is crayon eating levels.
It's uncomfortable.
Hey, your nose hair needed a wax, so just thank me.
You fucking bitch.
At this moment, as you
Definitely
say,
embodying
you
the sibling
fucking
energy.
bitch. As you say, you fucking bitch. Basil, as you go in with your guard, you just hear Taro scream that almost at the top of his lungs.
Oh
And
I
my
will
God.
say for this as well, for the purposes of this, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw as well.
Oh, fuck me.
Are
Yes,
you about
Basil,
to
please.
blow on? Hey,
That's a
maybe if you
4.
Kamehameha chew, it'll get out of there. What was that?
That's a 4, Basil, right?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and I get a +2. That is 4. I can math.
Go ahead and roll me a d6 on top of that as well, please.
Okay.
You wanna roll low.
Oh no.
Let me remember how to just do a regular old roll with this, unless I need to. I'm just gonna break out roll 20. Give me
Yeah.
2 shakes of a kobold's tail real quick.
Oh, I love that phrase.
I usually just say 2 shakes, but I've gotten into the habit of saying that as of late, thanks to a friend. All right.
You need to roll low. He rolled a 6.
Did you roll a 6?
You couldn't have been further from the truth.
Okay.
Did you roll
Rolled
a
a 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Your genuine reaction felt like it was like that disappointment. Like you started low, and then when you need to roll low, you're like,
Oh God.
So Basil, as you hear a familiar voice, you scream that down the hall. Something in the back of your mind snaps. And you just disassociate. You lose consciousness. Trace, you hear this first. And even you hear this, Cress.
I'm not even.
As a loud, barreling scream launches towards, like, at Mach speed towards Taro.
Bait and switch. If I feel like an attack coming, even if we're kibbling, like, I bait and switch with Taro. And I up my
see.
superiority die thing.
Oh yeah, the cheating die.
Basil, I want you to roll both of your attacks against Trace, please.
Just a standard battle axe.
Just whack.
Actually, important question. Let me double check this, and I need to. Here we go. Would you consider this this movement a dash?
Yes.
Considering you called it Mach speed, I would assume so.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, because if that is the case, that's going to that's going to be a goring rush.
Okay. All right.
So just roll that. I rolled
my
a
God!
19 for 24.
That just
That hit.
beats my increased AC after the bait and switch. I'm at
Holy.
a 23 right now.
What have you done?
This
have
is
you
your
done?
fault, Taro.
Oh, this is your fault.
No, but why did you wait and switch me? I could have probably taken him.
No,
I
you could
roll
not.
low
You're
when
at
I need to
4
roll
HP.
high, and I roll
at 4.
high when I need to roll low.
You're at like 4 HP. You're barely standing.
I didn't choose to be the agent of chaos here, okay?
No, that was the DM. That
Yeah,
chose you to be.
this is just like the events intersecting in a perfect series
Oh
of
no,
events.
the consequences of my actions.
So that's 4 damage for Goring Rush.
The consequences of your siblings' actions, more so. This is a
That's
goring attack. How much
4?
damage does it do?
That is 4 piercing.
4 piercing, and
I'm
would you like to describe the attack, or should I?
I think I can. Excuse me. I think I can safely describe this once I take a sip. What are like that like biting colds? I took a Halls. But essentially, from the opposite end of this hallway, the only thing that you can see is this massive charging figure, which, as you pull that bait and switch, you see it before you feel it, but the next thing you know, they're like essentially blink, and the next thing you know, you just see like a pair of horns like right through the middle of your chest. Congratulations, you got Krillin.
I don't even know what that means.
Cowboy.
I know what that means.
I will,
Oh god.
I'll DM
Bling,
you.
bling, bling, bling. Alright. Sorry, had to make the reference. As this happens, Cress, as you are making your way into like the same hallway, you see the guard that he was accompanying you with both the guards that were with the rest of the group just pounce on Basil and they're gonna make 3 taser attacks.
Alright.
No, 2 taser attacks each on Basil. So that's 6. That's 6 attacks, and I'm gonna need you to roll 6 more wisdom saves for that, please, Basil.
Okay.
The DC is 15. If you succeed, on any one of those, you break out. You snap out of the.
So that's going to be
Okay,
1
trans.
fail.
All right,
You said a DC was 16, yeah?
15. Sorry.
Well, I rolled a 19 the second time, so there you go.
Okay, second time. With this, it's kind of a thing of like all the attacks are going off at the same time, because even though you snapped out at the second one, they're still gonna be like trying to neutralize you at the same time.
Right. So
That
you need to roll.
is.
just roll the other 4.
So that is. No, you don't need to roll after your second side because you snapped out.
Right.
But I need to keep rolling for the attacks and for the damage.
Right.
So 16. 16 is gonna be a miss, right?
Actually, attacker wins on a push.
Sorry.
I'm a warlock. I have low AC. So
Oh, okay.
the attacker wins on a push on that one.
Okay, so that's
You're
one
just a
hit.
big
6 does.
target. Makes it easier
6
to
does
hit.
not hit.
Yeah.
6 does not hit. That's another 16 and a 12. Does that hit?
12 now.
12 no, so that is 2 more attacks. Okay, that is double 3s, so neither of those hit.
F.
So you take 4.
Imagine just having been healed up.
Yeah, you take 4 points of lightning damage.
Just a teeny little, just a little nip.
But as you see, like all 3 guards just like kind of like grab like these like I don't know what they're called, but like
Stun
these
rods?
kind of short, yeah, storm rods just kind of ching ching and just kind of hit you like, and you feel these 3 pings in the side, like on your sides, and you just kind of like. With your horns still in Trace's body,
You're still in.
from the conductiveness, Trace, you take 2 points of lightning damage. And as this happens, you just kind of snap out of it. And you just feel this kind of electric current just go through your body.
Yeah, like as he stays, it hardly hurts as he practically like excuse me, as he snaps out of it and just goes, oh, like looks around, immediately notices he's like looking down and is like, oh, why I'm so terribly sorry. I
I promised to buy you a beer, but this is a little, like, fast for a first date, my guy.
Whoa.
This is a little embarrassing.
Are you okay? With my high perception, would I be aware of, like, this is a switch to mentality?
Subtle changes,
Yeah.
of like sudden changes in the mentality. Yeah. Well, this is not necessarily perception.
I mean, I have a
this
17
would be
passive
insight.
Insight.
But yeah, but with even your passive insight and your highest balls passive perception, you do kind of surmise that like, not only was this a very sudden shift in mentality, this felt even beyond that. You saw the eyes, like it always goes back to the eyes, like the way Basil's eyes swapped from like pure malice and like pure like intention for destruction into like the usual like himbo self that you recognize is being like that. You do notice that this is not like what's the issue with Basil right now. Like this is not intentional per se.
Hey, don't worry about it. I was already bandaged up on my chest. I just need to get new ones.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it, though. I still feel a little bad, is all. I mean, a wall you can fix, but it's a lot harder to fix a person.
I
Though
mean,
at the same time,
this
I
is
suppose
the
there
capsule
historical
corp.
value of a wall, so I mean,
I'm pretty sure they have something to fix me up. Right?
The music is.
And there's still like two of the guards are still like holding their storm rods like pretty intently looking at Basil, and the other one is like grabbing one of the like vials.
like
So am I? So I am aware that he was trying to attack me.
Like if you like with your stats is a bit harder, but he was trying to attack you, but not out of like his own intention, out of their own intention, but specifically.
And the thing I got is like a long rest drink. Or
Pretty much, yeah. Like you essentially go through the effects of a long rest for the first time you drink it within a day.
I hold on to it, honestly. I can go a little longer.
All right. So yeah, as you all converge, there seems to be just an air of tension in the space as you walk towards the conference room that the guards are taking you towards. And Cress,
Hey.
as you guys are walking, can you give me a perception check at advantage to see if you can read a nearby key signature for me, please?
With advantage, you said.
Yes, please.
Well, who cares? I rolled a 17 twice.
17? 17 total?
Yeah, 17 total.
Okay. Again, not bad. Not bad. The 17, you definitely feel like as you're walking forward after seeing this entire situation, you not only detect like a very dark and malicious key from the beast folk that you just saw, but you do sense a familiar key rise to the sky and fly off. Like a key that you encountered not too long ago within today.
Neji.
Yep.
It's like that motherfucker, man. He's coming back.
You sense the key signature just like intensify and fly away. And if you're at least a little bit familiar with the with like the surroundings of this area,
Yeah,
it's
I've
more
had
or
a
less
talk about
going
that one.
more or less go. Yeah, you see him go away from the city. Like you sense the key go away from the city more or less.
He's probably on the track of a Dragon Ball already, if I were to guess.
All right, and as y'all make it toward into the meeting room itself, the walls themselves are adorned with murals of golden clouds, just some stretching into the ceiling, some just tapering along the ground itself. But yeah, as you see the murals, this immediately pings you two's attention, Taro and Trace. Given that golden clouds are a signification of essentially like that, a signification that there are ties to the leader of the Saiyan village. Given that a prized possession of the Saiyan village's leader, of Leek village's leader, is a golden cloud that can fly.
Son Goku?
the flying nimbus, which you have heard about,
I know.
has been passed down to the Stone family in generations, even towards modern day in the story. So you do know that this prized possession passed down to the generations like a family heirloom. So like seeing it here portrayed gives like significant historical like precedence to you guys, especially to you, Taro. But as you guys walk in, there's this long mahogany meeting room table with multiple chairs. I know, that's why I said it. with multiple seemingly Purple Heart chairs lining the desk as well. Just standard wooden chairs, nothing special about them, it seems. But as you all step into the office one by one, you do see the president just sitting there, fingers crossed, and you do see another couple of figures in the office as well. On top of that, besides two guards that are in the corner of the room. You see the Namekian that you faced within the tournament, within the preliminaries, I'm pretty sure.
Top 16
if I'm not getting my
opponent.
tournament bracket mistaken.
Top 16 Basel opponent.
Yeah. Top 16 Basil's opponent, and then you see just another, like the Snow Leopard as well. Within the Snow Leopard Monk Fighter, I think it was.
Another
If I'm not
kitty.
mistaken.
Another.
Don't
Yeah.
remember who I fought.
I think you fought the Snow Leopard actually.
Yeah, I think you fought. I think you fought them. Yes. Again, it's been a while, so just like, nah. Everything here is just a mess.
Oh, it's our little kitty.
Like up here.
We'll
But yeah.
buy you a binder for Christmas, Tom.
Oh God. You better just buy me like memory pills or something like that rather than a binder.
A teleprompter.
But honestly, yeah. Please. But you do see the two figures still there from what you faced in the tournament. And if anyone wants to go ahead and give me an insight check.
Okay.
I'll join in on that. Sure.
That's a 23.
Just don't use mine.
just ignore Tom.
Noted.
Just ignore mine. Yes.
How much did you roll? Sorry?
23.
23, 21.
23.
Okay. All right.
I rolled
So
this with
everyone
plus
besides
7.
Taro just picks up on a very like just even more so of an intense like kind of aura from the president, just kind of sitting there, just and you see from the eyes, it's like it's a mixture of grief, anger, and an intense amount of rage as well.
Calm down, dude.
Just he looks like he's seething, but he's trying to contain it.
Cope,
with those 23.
seethe, and mauled.
So, for reference, I rolled a 1.
you don't notice shit.
He's so
Aren't
happy.
you focused on the beautiful paintings on the sides of the walls to really even look at anyone?
I was gonna say poor
And the
guy's probably
glue
still
up your
focused on it.
nose.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the glorified.
They're so pretty.
tin butter.
Completely oblivious.
Shapes
Yeah,
and
like
colors mine can't imagine.
True him though.
God. Yeah, your entire business is just preoccupied with looking at the golden clouds, while the other party members are just like looking at the intense figure.
You just hear Taro say in this voice, "It's so pretty."
The rest of you immediately sense immediately see the president's sharp eyes just going towards Taro, just like if this was an actual anime, like the fucking pupils would shrink down to dots as
Laser dots.
yeah, just
Those takes like an awkward step away from Taro.
Cress has already been like a whole like 3, just like a foot or so, just away from the rest of the group. He's like,
well, I apologize. What the fuck? Okay.
you went from 0 to 100 real fast.
I apologize.
Yeah, I was like, what the
You will
fuck?
face me in Mortal Kombat.
Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, 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 ba.
Mortal Kombat.
Okay, this session's become more goofy than I expected.
Oh man,
But back on topic.
somehow this session is more of a train wreck than the other one.
No, we don't
Honestly,
have any
somehow, yeah.
being
It's gonna get
untimable.
worse. It's gonna get worse from here, folks.
Yeah.
It's all downhill for me.
Dear God, yeah.
Downhill from here.
Okay, back on track. Back on track. If you've not heard by now, then please go ahead and have a seat.
I'll
The
sit.
Dragon Balls have been released.
I'm sitting on top of my hoop pack.
And your hoopak is like so long that like the person that you're sitting next to is just getting like tilted like 5 degrees to the side.
No,
Because like your hoopak's just like moving their
Vertically.
chair.
Like I'm sitting in
Okay.
the...
Okay, just
Ayo.
kind of like yeah.
I'm just balancing.
I know.
Okay.
Just saying things.
Just saying.
But there seems to be just you all exceptional fighters that made their way into this tournament. Does Trace actually make that gesture?
Seems very in character.
Yes. Yes.
Exceptional. I forgot what a Kamehameha was.
Okay, Dad and I don't even need to bring it up anymore. You're just doing it for yourself.
I love it now.
Meta. It's a difficult thing to juggle, but carrying on.
In my
Before
defense,
we begin,
I got here by luck, but
What was that, Maple?
in my defense, I can't help but feel like I got here mostly through luck and stumbling head first.
oh, that's cocked. Okay, that's better.
At least you have your good looks with you.
Oh,
Ayo. Ayo.
Well, I wouldn't say it by luck, by sheer force of destruction.
that too.
Before we begin, of me filling you in on the situation, do you have any questions?
I have not a question for
And
you,
he-
but I have a question for Trace. I look at Chris because because we're both confused. I feel like we'd be both confused and a little bit embarrassed by the fact that you just flirted with him in front of the fucking president. Why did you flirt in front of the president?
Why the hell are you looking at me for?
Don't you think it's weird?
I flirted with the Minotaur, not the president.
Oh.
Hello.
Elliot, I think you're not paying attention, my guy.
I am paying attention, but what I said I said
You're
Basil. Why are you flirting with Basil right in front of the president?
Oh, it
Oh,
cut
okay.
out. I didn't hear. Why are you flirting with Basil? I heard. Why are you flirting with the president? I'm like,
No, I heard in front
we
of the president.
we
I
are
also heard in front of the
firmly
president.
anti-capitalistic here. We're not flirting with CEOs.
Gold digger.
It's redistributing wealth.
Gold digger.
Gold digger. Gold digger.
We
so, and he looks pointedly towards you, Trace. Any questions?
What will be our reward?
Currently, and he looks towards everyone in the group and even the two that are there. If you choose to complete and to take on this mission, you will be starting off. You will be supplied with a Capsule 580 Classic VTOL ship to traverse, and 400,000 Zeni amongst yourselves to split for any additional supplies. This is for your separate groups. I'm guessing you four are together, and then these two are separately. Yes.
What did you say before the Zeddy? I did not catch whatever that bundle of words was.
A Capsule 580 Classic VTOL airship.
What does VTOL stand for?
Above table, I actually have no fucking clue.
I do know. It's vertical takeoff and landing. Basil's just an idiot.
Yeah, that.
that.
Yeah, that. No, because
above table though, is Taro the only one that can operate that?
It's the only
Yeah.
license for it.
Yeah, because you're the only one with an actual flying license.
Okay. I didn't know if Cress had a license or not, so.
He flies with his own key. He does not have a license for vehicles and stuff.
Oh.
And Trace doesn't do technology above
miraculously
stick
enough.
level.
Miraculously enough, I will say to add to that fact, it's kind of a miracle that you've not been stopped or Cress on your travels
It's
through
called
the sky with your own
to
key.
the point where they believe I have it.
Yeah, because you kind of you know that like you need an actual flying license to fly even with your own key, but you didn't have a chance to get it. You don't have like legal documents per se.
No.
No birth
So
certificates.
you kind of just
Birth certificate.
flew under the radar.
What? Yeah, I literally flew under the radar.
But yeah, legally right now, Taro above table is the only one that can operate the VTOL ship. And again, 400,000 Zeni to distribute amongst all of you. And given we have two groups with us, thankfully, I'll be supplying. And he points towards the two NPCs in the room. I'll be supplying you with a smaller 551 ship and 200,000 Zeni to buy any additional supplies. They just kind of nod. They're rather than speaking out of line or to fear angering one of the most powerful people on the planet. They're keeping silent, nodding when addressed, and just taking anything they can get with this job. And upon completion, when all 7 Dragon Balls are assembled, you'll be rewarded with a wish each on the Dragon Balls, even after use of the initial first wish, they will remain within the Capsule Corporation, and you will have access to them once every year for your own wishes. Each. 10 million zenny each per completion. And if necessary or requested, you will get permanent housing, security, and access to any location for and of course coverage costs for training facilities, food, and drink at our primary and sister facilities for Capsule Corporation. So trust me, you will be rewarded with haste when all this is over, but I will ask you to finish this task at haste as well. Will you accept the offer graciously?
I'll do my best, Mr. Sir Briefs, sir.
That's the attitude I like. But there is something else that I have to give you all before you set off. And he takes out a smaller like wooden box that has like a Z engraved on top of it. And he opens it up, and you see just this kind of a rusted, small, like circular device with a green screen on it. And he takes it out of the box. Okay, all right. And with one click, the screen alights. And there seems to be just a couple of dots, a couple of orange dots showing up, and a more of a light green grid shows up on it, with an arrow in the center pointing towards the nearest other orange dot, like even a lighter green arrow pointing towards the dot. And after a couple of seconds, you see this, like, the massive, like, 60-inch screen that was blended perfectly into the wall behind him. Seems to just alight as well, with a similar kind of interface. But you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 dots on the screen itself. And with somewhat of a outline of what you know to be the world map. While I can't go myself, because to be frank, I'm not a capable fighter, and I'm very much just a businessman, I will give one of these groups, one of you, this device to track down the Dragon Balls for this mission. And given that your group, and he kind of gestures it to you, Trace, is filled with more powerful fighters and ones that carry more potential, I'll be giving this to you all. And he turns to the other two. I do apologize for neglecting you in a way. I do not have another one of these devices as portable as they seem on hand. Return to me in a couple of days, and I will see if I can find another. Again, they nod, voiceless, and the president turns to you again, Basil.
Another question. What exactly is this device?
This is called a Dragon Radar. This locates the said Dragon Balls on a more of a electromagnetic frequency. As the Dragon Balls are activated, they let out a certain frequency that can be detected even by archaic technology such as this.
Right. Well, it's going to be a lot easier to find these than I thought. I thought we just kind of had to look around. Probably going to be under a rock or something.
Not necessarily. I've had records of the Reese family holding on to these ores for safekeeping centuries ago, but it seems that that this tradition has not been kept for long due to the Guardian of Earth disabling the orbs around age 1000. It was assumed that both his stance and who held on to the role of Kami has remained the same until now, but it seems it has not. I hope that this will be uncovered as part of your individual journeys. And he also gives you each a communicator device in the shape of a small earbud to be placed in your ears. And it slips in, and if you put it in immediately, it slips in and conforms to the shape of your ear perfectly. Snug, tight, and with this earbud, you are in a link with the other two people in the group, and you are in contact with one of the people working for Capsule Corporation if anything were to arise, any emergencies, anything like that.
Other two people in the group, or
with you all, within, and the two NPCs that are sitting nearby.
The Namekian and the kitty.
Yeah.
The rest of the party, B team, and ground support.
Some random
basically,
dude
like-
that got assigned talk to them.
And basically, if you it's A team plus B team plus home base in a way.
I really hope that guy's getting paid
Are
enough for the shit he's
there
about to go through.
are there different channels for when we don't want like home
Yeah.
base to listen into?
Yeah, so who else
talking.
thinks that home base fucking is like really fucking annoying? You guys constantly yell at me.
Basil, you kind of jokingly try it, and the rest of the party, you hear a double up on Basil's voice, and there's no shock of no thing of surprise from the other two or the president from this joke. No shock of surprise from the double up of the voices.
Yeah. And just to specify, home base fucking sucks. That's me joking. Probably not the kind of joke Basil would have made.
Yeah, but even then, if Basil were it's someone out of so compared to a spell, it'd be like telepathic bond in a way. You are permanently under the you can change the channel, but you essentially have a group voice chat at all times.
But you can also choose to talk individually, kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, telepathic links, stuff like that. You kind of have that in the headset.
I go only tarot. I whisper into a corner. What's up, Sticky Mouse?
I think you should shut the fuck up right now, bitch.
How's the popcorn?
It smells like fucking ass.
More specifically, fucking piss, but
It smells like piss.
I haven't had any. I've just been shooting at you.
I hate this.
At what point is this
Fuck you.
whispering getting caught?
immediately.
Can I roll for
almost
stealth?
impossible. No, because even with that, because it would be at very much disadvantage because this is a very quiet room that you are trying to whisper in
Nobody
around people in a close proximity. This would be a DC 25, with disadvantage.
Let me try.
But I'll have you try. But anything that Taro does will result in an automatic fail for stealth.
Right.
You may get off the
Okay.
first one.
It's disadvantage 22.
Yeah, nah. It's caught immediately.
Inar.
Nar.
Inar.
I'd like to humbly apologize for the antics that my sibling has caused to you, sir.
It's understandable. You're young after all. Well, and as this also happens, Trace, I want you to give me an insight check quick, please, on the president.
Okay, 17.
17, not bad.
Rolled a 10.
You do, yeah, it is the DC. So you did get it. Thinking back to what the president said of like, oh, I'm not a capable fighter. You, like, with that 17, you picked that up as a lie. In a way. For the shits and gigs, go ahead and roll me a d20 on top of that as well, please.
So what I'm hearing is that it's not that he's not a capable fighter, it's that he's lazy and knows how to delegate. As any good businessman should.
That's a natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay, I need you to roll low, so that's perfect. That insight check gets passed to the rest of the group. Essentially, okay. So pretty much, like, the rest of you now pick up through the headsets that, like, that Trace spotted that lie, essentially, of, like, oh, this guy's pretty powerful. He's just delegating.
Whatever you need, sir. We'll be able to manage.
Good to know. And if I can have everyone but you, and he points to Cress, to leave the room, please.
Fair enough.
Well,
Right.
I'll be waiting outside then.
Okay.
It's like, it's okay, bye.
All right. Cool.
Gonna refill my coffee.
Fuck, that's actually a good idea.
I didn't mean literally, guys. I meant in character, but this is fine.
Everyone literally left.
I mean, I'm still there.
Yeah, no, I respect
the-
the commitment to the bit.
Same, but
Boy gets singled out and everybody else literally leaves.
Maple, I see you T-posing, motherfucker.
Keep posting in the background, asserting dominance. Oh. So this is where we're going, huh?
I'm waiting for them to get back. It's gonna be funny as shit.
Actually, no, this doesn't work. One sec, no. This doesn't work either. Okay, no, this is better. Actually, this doesn't. I'm sorry. 1 second. God.
I got time. I'm not in a
Okay.
hurry.
I think. Wait.
My guy's literally just standing there, sitting there, just waiting because he got singled out. I got time.
There we go. This works. Okay. So,
Wanted a
I
little,
do apologize for
huh?
leaving you here, but I do want to make it aware that I know more powers are at B than just forces on this Earth, and for you specifically. I felt your energy. I do apologize if this comes off as quick, sudden, and just very forceful. And he stands up from his chair. And as he stands up, you see his energy just billow and grow. But then swiftly diminish into pressure.
Everyone, huh?
I've just been touched by divine energy.
Yeah,
I sensed it within you too.
that whole thing about you saying that you're not a capable fighter. I know that's complete bullshit.
I knew I heard one of your party picked that up as well.
I'm pretty sure they all know. You don't just sit at a position of power as high as yours without any capability of defending yourself.
Yeah, that is quite true. And you see him pull out a photo of a tiny, like, goblinoid-looking creature with like a scrunched up, wrinkly face and head, like green in complexion.
Bibbity.
Kind of like it, kind of above table. This looks more or less like Xander.
Oh, Xander. Bye, Xander.
Above table, this looks like more of a paler, gaunter version of Bobbity.
Okay, because when you were saying green, I was thinking about Bibbity.
Yeah, but this is more like even like kind of a greenish tone, but more pale and like.
It's a Bobbity looking fella.
Yeah, kind of a Bobbity, like just more pale and more gaunt, even more skinny than Bobbity was. I know that this creature has been causing disturbances in Aru village. I know demonic powers lead there. God damn it.
I hope that popcorn tastes like piss.
And I want on your journey, on your group's journey, to figure this out. What's been caught, like why he's causing these disturbances and potentially stop him.
So,
Because if this creature gets a hold of the Dragon Balls, this world is doomed.
so let me get this straight. You singled out the demon to talk about demonic entities.
Home base advantage.
Racism.
Thank you, Maple. I wasn't gonna explicitly say it, but somebody else did.
Yeah,
I get what
but
you're on about.
on top of except the lightheartedness of it, I guess. I do suspect that he's not working alone.
Well, if I can be real quick with you too, I may have accepted the offer to this job. You won't find me as compliable as the rest of them.
That's what I like about you. You go by your own rules. Again, this is just a side thing. If you want to comply with it, be my guest. But there may be a more personal reward to you in the end.
Let's just say, if it comes up, I'll see what I can do about it. But if it doesn't, not my problem.
Understood. Of course. And, I'm sorry for what you had to go through.
That's a tale from a long time ago.
And he puts a hand on your shoulder, just kind of knowingly.
That's an instant like. Do not.
Good reflexes.
Do not
And you,
put your hands on me.
all right. Understood. No, yeah, like that was a bit of a test there. Yeah, it's fine. But don't worry. Again, if it comes up and he just sits down in his chair, be in touch.
If I deem it necessary.
Of course.
However, the longer you're holding us here, as you know, this entire island is on a scatter mission for the 7 orbs you so delicately want to collect for yourself.
That is exactly why I'm sending you on your way right now.
Well, if it wasn't for one of your guards, you would have potentially had 1 in 7 already.
Consider that one fired.
I do like your sense of humor. I'll be on my
At
way.
least I got that one going for me.
I'll be on my way.
And he tosses you a case with, to pass along with, like a case with the photo of the creature you have to track down, location of Aru village. Like you're essentially, he passes you the mission briefing.
Yeah. Everyone can return!
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Everyone can come back now.
I've been standing in the corner for about 5 minutes.
I gotta say,
waiting for it to
I'm
stop.
pretty sure everyone has
appreciate
to commit to the bit.
I really appreciate the commitment to the bit.
It was funny.
Like, everyone but
Yeah.
you go, and everybody actually went. It was like,
I
Yeah, I did not
specifically
expect
went to
that.
get popcorn.
I went to the bathroom and then made myself something to eat and then came back.
no, I just
All
love the
while
commitment.
listening.
I just love the commitment. You were all told
Yeah,
to fuck off
but-
and you did.
But coming back to the session, as you guys are making your way out, the other two people that walked out with you do say their goodbyes. They trek out towards the city to stock up on supplies and potentially any bedrolls they need or anything from what they relate to you. And if you guys would like to make your way around the city,
I appear as hands coming across Krasa's shoulder and then a head poking out.
Bitch,
And
no.
you're like, so, what was that about, huh?
By the time you've touched his shoulder, he's already pushed you off. That didn't work with the president. It ain't gonna work with Trace. Just like,
Should be glad he didn't punch you off.
it's a warning sign.
Hey, that would make it 3 for 3 in this party that had damaged me today. So,
Wait, Taro injured?
emotionally.
Emotionally.
Oh,
Jinx.
emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Oh, I'm upset I don't have Shadowplay open right now. That was fucking funny.
dear God, I should probably have that as like a
The
soundboard.
fact that we
honestly.
both went for it.
That's a YouTube short right there.
Honestly. But carrying on.
Oh, the only
If you guys would
relevant
like to
thing
grab
that would
any
be
supplies.
any interest to you guys is this stupid briefcase. Just tosses it at Trace, like, take it. I don't care about it.
Alright, I'll look into it. What's in there?
That's for you to find out everything.
It's- Mr. Briefs gave us a briefs case.
Clearly, you two are related.
God.
All right, let's try and keep this brief. We have things to do after all.
I mean, I wouldn't want to get your knickers in a twist.
I think y'all should shut the fuck up about underwear.
If you're so curious, then go ahead and debrief yourself.
I am
Okay.
Trace
I'm
is
uncomfortable.
genuinely perplexed at the fact that Crest joined in on it.
He's got a sense of humor. He just doesn't really show it often.
All right. As you open up, I feel to kind of retroactively say it, like the case had both like the capsules for the credit card for the other group, as well. So you would have just like had to pass it on to them before they leave.
Can I try and
but-
sneak
Did we
away
have
before?
to, though?
But as you open it up again, capsules for the VTOL ship, a credit card containing 400,000 zenny for you all, and
Question.
again you see. Oh,
Is it a singular card, or is it 4 cards with the amounts supplemented? 'Cause I feel like that would
actually,
be...
yeah, we'll go with it. We'll go with the second option just to make it easier.
I
Just
have
make it
the
easier for you
case.
guys.
I have the case. Y'all have to come to mommy to get your cards.
Ew! Don't call yourself mommy up table.
God,
No, not a fan.
no. But yeah, but again, and Press, you were personally handed the your own like side quest briefing, so that's not in the briefcase for.
No,
everyone.
I'm aware.
So, I begrudgingly walk up to Trace. May I please have my card?
Sure, Butternose.
Ew, don't call me that.
Also, stick and poke. Here's yours.
What?
Thank you.
Why'd you call him Stick and Poke?
Well, I am currently poking with holes in my chest from.
Okay, you take another points of 4 points of psychic damage from just those 2 nicknames.
Me?
No,
Oh.
Trace.
More emotional
Damage. Emotional damage.
God.
I want to
But,
get more of those
yeah.
bean juices. I want to get all the juice.
Okay.
Ew.
Again, 400,000 among the party, 100,000 for each of you.
Okay.
If you guys want to buy any sensu bean potions, put them just under potions of greater healing, for the sake of the inventory. Again, after the first time, like during for the first time that you're using within a long rest, you regain all your technique points, your health, and any features you gain from like just essentially a long rest. For anything above, anything up like beyond the second time, like the second time and like later on, you only get your HP back and one of the features from your class abilities.
Would that be Potion of Healing Supreme?
Greater Healing Supreme, it's fine.
I know, I'm just making sure
just
I add the right one.
So
Yeah, it's all good. Supreme works fine.
from the second and onward, it would basically be like choose between your superiority die, your action surge, like one of those each.
Yeah, one of those to be completely refreshed, essentially. So like, if
Why is D&D
like-
Beyond giving me an error trying to add my potion?
God,
He's just like
no,
error
but yeah,
code,
like
and
just
I'm just like no.
But yeah, just add like a potion of like a supreme potion just for the sake of the inventory,
Oh.
and just remember that like you'll like customize an item. It's fine. I know you'll do it.
I
Yeah,
want to get 4. How much would that go me for?
40k.
that'll go 40,000 40,000 zenny for you. Each one of those costs 1,000 zenny if you guys want to bag anything.
10,000.
You mean
Each
10,000,
each.
right?
10,000 each
So-
for one of the vials.
And
so
I'll
10
immediately
so
down one.
10,000. So 10.
Sorry, what were you saying,
10,000
Elliot?
10,000 each.
10,000 each, you get 100,000 from for the start of the mission.
You know what? I'ma wait out. I'm still like
Oh, so you're not.
at 20.
So you'll have
midpoint.
5. Okay, so you'll have 5.
I'm
How
gonna,
was the Zenny
buy-
showing gold, silver, etc. again?
Silver, yeah, just pure silver.
Okay, so just like 60,000 silver.
Yep. Each of you buy buy a potion of supreme healing.
I bought 4.
Put that in your inventory and you'll be all right. And again, only one of your class features upon the second time you take it within a long rest. But yeah. Right. So who's holding on to the dragon radar? I'm assuming it's Basil? Or anyone?
It needs to my knowledge, it needs an Arcana to use, and I've got the highest Arcana, so yeah.
There we go. Good stuff. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check to activate it again.
Right.
If you want to do like some shopping after the episode as well, just let me know what items you want to get. I'll give you guys prices afterwards. Just let me know on Discord.
Could I get like miniature explosives for my hoop pack?
Weapons of that like caliber are not necessarily like available to be sold readily on the island. But if you go to like an armory shop on one of the eastern edges of the island, you can find some. If you want to go ahead and how much do you want to buy for in terms of ammo? Like 4 or 5 mini explosives?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, that should.
Like, I want to get maybe 3 that explode and 1 that jumps out into like a net or like a
like an
rope
ensnaring
kinda.
one.
Yeah.
So
The ensnaring one will be a little bit more expensive.
We're balling
Because it's
right
a bit
now.
more custom. You said you wanted 3 of the like explosive ones, right? So overall, with like the increase included, that'd be about 55,000. Because the explosives again are not readily available to be sold. It's kind of a backwater, off the side armory shop. So this would take most of your remaining funds to buy.
I'm currently under the employment of the Capsule Corporation, and this is of utmost importance mission. Are you sure 55 is the amount you're going to quote me on this?
And as you're looking at this guy, it's kind of like the seller that you're interacting with. It's a human, but with like a massive monocle, like on one eye that's got like little like smaller lenses on top of it, and with like poofy like gray like sooted hair, just looking at you like you don't look like the type to be hired by Capsule Corporation.
I flashed a
Go
credit
ahead and roll me a
card.
persuasion check. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check with advantage since you flashed a credit card.
Okay. Big whammies. Okay, that's a 15. So, 16 on the die. I roll this with a -1.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused which act to swap to. 45, and you got a deal. That's
Okay.
the lowest I can do.
I'll take it.
All right, there you go. Just be careful. And as you see him kind of raise his arm, you see like just 2 fingers cut off, like are just missing.
Hey, I'll
Like,
mention.
and are replaced by they're replaced by like prosthetic like wooden fingers.
I'll mention your service you've done us to Mr. Breeze.
Got it. Okay. All right. Yes, Elliot.
I'm really hungry. So, do you think that that I could go get a nice meal?
That might just be the single thing I'll ever agree with you on.
I almost figured that the popcorn incident would have robbed you of your appetite.
I'm about to
It
choke
takes
on
a
that.
lot. It takes a lot. It's disgusting, sure, but it's not. My appetite's not ruined.
Everything you eat for the rest of the day just smells like that thing because it's still in your nose. And above board, apparently your taste is heavily influenced by your smell.
That is true.
Like you actually,
Mhm.
your taste comes from your smell.
Smell is an important part of the experience. Hence why things taste different when you
Yeah.
get a cold and your nose is all stuffy.
Yeah.
Is there a way I can roll to get the smell out of my nose?
I will say, as you guys are walking around, like if you all dip into like like essentially just a restaurant to grab a good bite to eat. I will say you can just easily go into the bathroom and just grab like some water, like shove it down your nose to get it out.
Oh, thank God. Don't you dare snicker
But-
at me. I'm watching you, Trace. Don't you snicker at me.
But yeah, if anyone wants to put forward, that'd be 4,000, and then 6,000, 12, about 16,000 zenny. If anyone wants to put forward for the entire meal for everybody.
Oh hell no!
I'll do
Crest paid for his own tab.
Hey,
Okay,
I
No,
feel
Okay, so so Crest, you take out 6,000 zenny.
Yeah, I've already done it.
But I wanted to pay for everyone's tab.
I got informed. Although they walked in together, Crest did not sit with the rest of y'all.
also Kress
I won't
is
blame.
only paying for himself.
Yes.
Okay. I look at Basil and I'm like, since we've already been, and I look at my holes in my chest, this intimate, I feel like you buying me dinner is the least you can do.
Can I please go sit with Cress?
But
Don't you dare walk over here.
I don't
You
want to
will
do
regret
this.
it.
I don't want to have to be the third wheel.
but
That
well,
sounds like a you problem.
who said anything about this being intimate? I'm buying an apology meal for accidentally, quite literally, spearing them.
You know he was making it intimate, correct?
Was he?
Yes.
Were you?
I would never.
Can I roll something for that? Because I feel like that's deception.
I feel like you know your sibling like too well. They're just rolling in their shit at this point.
I rolled deception with a -1. I doubt I can.
They like no, like there's no way you're lying to Taro about this. Like you were, like you want to get jiggy with it.
Hey, but I promised I'd get you a beer, so you buy me dinner, I'll buy the drinks.
That is true. I'm happy with this resolution.
I look behind at Cress and I grimace. Because I'm trying to get closer to Cress.
at the very standing moment, he does not want to get close to any of you.
I mouth at Chris. Save me. Save me.
He just picks up another bowl and just starts eating like, fuck you.
Damn.
And I will say that like it is a pretty hefty bowl as well. So like it covers your entire
As the
face.
bowl comes up, you just see
Okay, that's creative.
thank you.
Yeah, just oh.
As the bowl gets lifted up, it's just flipped off like, fuck you.
It's just like intense eye contact, and the eye contact gets broken by the bowl.
And the fingers flipping it off.
Okay, great. Nice. Okay. Okay.
Don't worry. I'll say above table. There will come a time when Taro and Cress will at least have an interaction.
Will it be a good
Yeah.
one? Probably not.
That stands to
I'm
see.
not
We'll burn that bridge when
promising
we get to it.
anything. That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Exactly.
So I guess I sit right next
Alright.
to Trace, and I flick Trace's head.
What?
That's for flicking fucking popcorn in my nose, you dumbass.
That did seem rather rude of you, I'll be honest.
Me?
I
Or
mean,
him?
I permanently have to keep my chest contracted because I got my lungs collapsed by a punch of a certain Saiyan as a child.
You talking about Dad, or are you talking about me?
Who do you think, smartass?
This hardly seems like a conversation to be having over food.
It's not a conversation I wanted to have. I'd rather keep my family life private. I got Chris is just
He's mind his own business, eating over at his own table.
Dinner at a show.
Oh god, what kind of a miserable group have I found myself?
And
But-
with your high passive perception, Trace, you notice like a little like an older woman and their child in a nearby table just kind of scooting away.
well, I guess I'll dig in, I suppose.
Right.
What would you guys decide to order if you guys want to describe what you want to eat?
So I order a nice hunk of beef with some ramen and egg.
Not bad. Like some good beef ramen. Like it comes in like kind of like like they recognize when a Saiyan enters into their establishment, and you look over and like your bowl is like 3 times the size of another regular bowl in the restaurant.
It's because they
And-
they just know.
They saw your tail and immediately got, hey guys, we need like
Hold
the
on!
Keep in mind, at the time of entering, there were 2 Saiyans walking in.
Oh my god, because
Yeah,
Chris.
but for one, they didn't notice your tail immediately. So
Oh yeah, that's fine.
yeah,
Would you? And then I look over at Trace. Would you like some?
Your leftovers?
No, I'm offering you a piece of meat. I didn't mean it like that. Y'all took it in the wrong way.
Taro, I've been a vegetarian since I've been 9. What the fuck?
Wait, you have? Why did Dad never tell me this information?
Your dad doesn't care about me.
Why did Mom not tell me about this information?
And then
You-
I
at least-
order like a stew. Not saying anything. I'm just fucking with Taro.
Is
what kind of stew? Like
Like a pork stew.
Yeah,
So
and
wait.
Tara, you look down at Trace's dish, and you immediately figure out that this is not it. Like you see bits of meat like
Not
in the stew itself.
vegetarian.
Wait, I thought vegetarian meant you only ate like grass,
Veggies.
vegetables.
I thought you you're not a vegetarian.
Who are you to tell me that? Hello?
Why is there meat in your stew?
Wait, there is?
You bitch. And you just
Basil, this is going on. Basil, this is going on. You get a ping on the Dragon Radar.
You guys might want to look at this real quick. As
What?
he just kind of like sets it on the table and like slides it over to the other two.
Can I call Crest over for this? Because I know Crest should probably see this.
Bro, my man's eating.
My guy, there's something on the Dragon Radar.
Face deep in the bowl. Face
My
deep
fri-
in the bowl.
My
It
friend,
doesn't
there
help-
is
it
something
doesn't
on the
help,
Dragon
like,
Radar.
He's sitting there eating, and you're like,
You could say that he's bowls deep. Sorry,
I
that
just
was a little-
walk over, and instead of like touching Crest himself, I tap on the bowl.
"What do you want?"
There's something.
We have a ping on the radar.
Can't even finish a goddamn meal. Fine. That's what we came here to do in the first place.
As this is happening, I'll say for the sake of brevity, you round off the bill as you see fit.
Can I get this?
Um,
Can I get this to go?
Again, like if you wanna like set aside like rations of ramen and stuff like that or stew, you can go ahead and do that. Easy enough to get it taken away.
I will say above table, I just want to jump in because we were talking about food. In the time that Cress has been eating, on his own, because he's not had Squabble around him, my man finished a dinosaur leg. And one of his 3 bowls of ramen.
Yes.
He ordered 3 bowls of ramen, like the big Saiyan bowls of ramen, and a dinosaur leg.
Yeah.
He finished the entire chunk of meat and 1 bowl of the ramen. He had 2 more sitting there, and he's just like, waste of food.
Why do I feel like the McDonald's equivalent has a thing where like, would you like to say inside that?
No, legit. Yeah, like again, experience. It has to be happening
Yeah.
like for marketing reasons in this world.
They're just
So
saying,
yeah, no, like
God damn it, we have so much.
okay, there's half meals, there's medium size, there's large size, and there's Super Saiyan.
And then there's the American sizes above that.
Just saying, Nick.
I mean, you're not wrong as an American.
I had
A Texan, no less.
It's
As a
a
Texan, no less.
Everything
Everything is different.
it's a very low hanging fruit to make a joke out of.
It is.
It's
You
so
can-
low hanging, it's
But-
on the floor.
But yeah, again, Trace, you look over and you just see those 2 massive bowls. You still know that you can get them to be taken away, but yeah.
I'm not
Got it.
carrying that.
I got it. The biggest serving size for like ramen and stuff. The Dragon Bowls.
Oh my god. Honestly, about like to interject as well, like if there's a time where I like fly to Japan, I need to like there's a ramen challenge. I think there's like a soba challenge somewhere in like Kyoto or Tokyo. I don't remember where, but I think it's Yanko soba, where you have to like eat like mini bowls of like of noodles.
Yakisoba?
No, it's Yankee soba or something like that. Yakisoba is different, but there's like a specific challenge with
Right.
like this type of noodles where you like have like a mini bowl and you like stack up the bowls in a certain time frame. And I think it was like 100 was the record, like the average or something like that.
God damn.
100 of those tiny bowls. But yeah, I have to do that. Called the Dragon Bowl Challenge.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
But yeah, back to the session. So yeah, again, you see the 2 bowls can be taken away, not necessarily a waste of food, but ping on the Dragon Radar. And as this is going on, Trace, I want you to roll me a perception check as well, please, with advantage, I will say.
I
Since
do
you
this
have it,
automatically with advantage.
Yeah. Perfect then.
So natural 20 for a 27 total.
Ooh! Okay.
I see.
So yeah,
everything.
as you tap on Trace's bowl and like have this conversation.
Trace!
Like-
Trace, you tap on Trace.
Oh my god, I did it again!
Trace.
I think you've done it a few times.
Trace,
Haven't
you
commented
tap on
it.
Cress's bowl. On Cress's bowl. Like the way it's kind of situated, there's a window on. I would say there's like a window, like perpendicular to like on the right of you. Like if you were forward facing Cress, there's like a window on your left, and you see just a shiny glimmering ball just being carried by a small child.
Can I go? Like immediately down to dash.
Just dash
Yeah.
out. Yeah, go ahead.
Natural
Just-
reaction makes sense.
Yeah, you just
like-
kind of like tap on and just you turn. And
How far is
Cress,
this
all you
child?
see is just a. Yeah, and Cress, all you see after you just like
What do you want?
after you put the bowl down, it's just like, poof, like a flurry of energy, like a burst of energy, just like leaving the restaurant.
I also just want to say that while I was eating, I also had a sensu beam potion, and I got back up to health. So
Yep.
How
of course, no
far is
worries.
this child with the ball?
what the?
Yeah, I'd say action dash through the restaurant.
No. What I'm doing, if I really need to be fast, bonus action, clicking my heels, doubling my speed, going 60, action dash, and if necessary, action surge. I'm going like 60 times 3, 180. Just
Was it?
With that nat 20 with perception. I would say you wouldn't need to like click your boots.
okay.
But I feel like you would still need to action surge, so go ahead and burn one of those for me, please.
I mean, it would make more sense for me to use the boots instead of the action surge, resources wise, because I can unclick the boots, and I have like 10 minutes of it. But action
Do you
surge
have
is only
do you have
once.
another charge for it per day
What? No.
of the boots
it's a
themselves?
thing.
Do you have another charge for them?
Action surge?
Like, no, of the boots. Do you have like
The boots
Is it once per
is
day or is it just
10
like
minutes total. I can click and
Per day.
unclick it, and it counts up.
Okay, yeah. So no,
It's like
then
a
yeah,
stopwatch
boots.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
And I
okay.
need to reach
Okay,
10
then-
minutes total.
Stopwatch kind of timer with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you can just click and unclick your boots to make it to the kid. And which I will say, when you see the kid while you're turning around the corner, it seems to be just like a lone kid, not necessarily something you've seen before, but this is a bio android. One second. And as you like kind of click your boots and just approach the kid, it's holding the 6-star ball in their hands. The kid looks maybe like in human years, not more than 5 years old. Like above table looks mostly like perfect cell, but like no spots, darker green plating, and yellowish slits like around the body, and like where there's like for perfect cell stuff, but like the proportions of a 5-year-old essentially.
So Cell Junior.
Cell Junior, but if it was in perfect cell, essentially.
Okay. I want to snag this ball like it's a lollipop in a child's hand.
Like a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, that is 1000% a sleight of hand check, and I will make that with the child's perception. Because. Okay, all right. If you're
Okay.
going with the boots of speed, just to run past the kid as well, then I would say take off. I would say take off like 2 minutes off of it to completely get
2
get
minutes?
through the kid.
Okay.
2 minutes off the boots for the day.
And what do I need to roll then?
Sleight of hand check with because you're going pretty fast. I would say with advantage.
Okay. I can also add a superiority die on this with the ambush maneuver.
Yes, can.
When you make a dexterity check
Ooh.
or initiative roll, you can expend one superiority die, add the die to the roll if provided you aren't incapacitated. So
Yeah,
I'll
go ahead.
do the sleight of hand with advantage to begin with.
With advantage and with a superiority die.
So that's 18 without the superiority die, and then I'm rolling another D8 on top of that.
Ooh,
Right?
okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and roll.
Yeah, it's a
okay, yeah,
D8.
there's no way.
So
Alright,
plus
D8.
4, so a 22 sleight of hand total.
Damn, alright. After this, I will say go ahead and roll me a stealth check with advantage as well. Because I need because with the child as well, like it's gonna still look around.
So 23.
23, yeah.
Gone like it
And-
never, like it was never even there.
Literally, as you like, Cress, from your perspective, as you just took off the lower the bowl, you see Trace just run off to the store, out of the restaurant, zip around the corner, and like a minute later, zip back into the store with a 6-star ball in hand. And from your perspective, Trace, again, you see the kid, you zip out, snag the ball. The kid, you see, like, you look back kind of instinctually. The kid is left stunned and kind of in silence, just looking at the hand. And as you zip back into the store, into the restaurant, the child is still standing there, just looking at their hand.
Congratulations, you have successfully stolen from an actual child.
I hide the ball as quickly as I can. Like I'm
The kid's gonna look around again just to see where the hell it went. And I will say with disadvantage because it's in shell shock. Given like a stranger like zipped away with it. Nope, that's a 4. Okay.
like I assume like for example the briefcase that we got from Mr. Briefs that would have like space where it can just put it in.
Oh yeah. Like you got a briefcase like just it has its space. It's fine.
Okay.
And if anything you can store it in like your own like bags. It's not gonna necessarily get lost.
Above table. Just question about the briefcase. Obviously, the very noticeable radiant shine was kind of what gave it away. It wasn't necessarily that we saw the ball. Does the briefcase
because it was.
Does the briefcase contain like some sort of unit to conceal the radiant shine so it wouldn't be noticed by onlookers?
The briefcase itself is like matted. It's like a matte like brown material. Like so if you put it like it literally if the only reason like with that even with that nat 20 that Trace like saw it is because the child was literally holding it in the air.
Okay, no, because the way you
Like-
described it before sounded like we saw the radiant light as what gave away the ball. So I was like, does it conceal the light of the ball?
Yeah, it conceals the light. You're not necessarily sure if it contains the power signature of it.
Oh, absolutely. No, I don't expect that for a second because like a radar's still gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
Like for onlookers, not people with technology.
Yeah. For onlookers, it's like it's pretty easy to just conceal it and like put it in a case, put it in a bag. It's fine. with a nat 20, like Trace spotted it like as a glint in the corner of their eye, just like,
Okay. Very cool.
and then has it. Just boom.
Yeah, you excuse me. You get back there, and Basil's just sat there stunned in confusion with like a spoonful of like shepherd's pie. Like, what did you just do?
Nothing. Can you show me where that ping was again, Basil?
Oh, right. He like, excuse me, words. He grabs the radar and like turns it over and shows it to
And I just want to slowly move the suitcase around Basil to see what the radar does.
The radar signifies about a meter like from the arrow, and as you're going, it's just like ding 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 ding.
I
Like-
was muted, but I was saying this is quite common among Trace. Trace does these little antics.
right.
Well, considering everything's been resolved, that bowl of ramen is going down. Hey, my
Yeah,
man.
you have 2 more bowls to take care of.
Yeah,
Cress.
exactly. That's what my man's all like. Oh shit, resolved itself. Yes. To be fair, after his fight with Neji, he was kind of famished already. He needed some sustenance.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, as the time passes, with you guys scoring your first Dragon Ball because of a nat 20 perception check, what would you guys like to do for the rest of the day, given that a 7th of your journey is now finished?
I'm just saying right now, considering we already have one, we should just get it delivered already back to Capsule Corp to put ourselves
I
in.
mean, we're right there. Yeah.
You want me to sacrifice my ball?
I would suggest you give it to the president, because we will become a bigger target the more of them we carry.
Plus, we can get in good graces if we come back really quickly, saying, "Surprise, we got one."
That too, I suppose.
I Taro kneels down to Trace and is like, I think that it's best that you do this.
Just don't ask us where we got it.
Taro,
I'm sorry.
where's your goddamn Saiyan pride? On your knees in front of somebody else?
That's my brother.
I don't care who it is. Get a hold of yourself. I felt your energy when you were fighting in the tournament too. You need to get a grip.
Right. That reminds me of a meaning to mention something. Obviously, I'm not going to let this impact our work here in any major way, but I do want a rematch.
We are not doing that right now.
We all
I
know
take
I'm
you
the
up-
champion
I
of
take
the tournament.
I take you up on it, but
Yes, like I said, I'm not going to let
not
it.
now.
Obviously, I'm not going to let it, detract from our work. But when everything is said and done, I am going to fight you again, and I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to give you a free shot this time.
Okay.
It's going to be
I'd
a
like
proper
to-
one.
I'd like to turn over to Cress because I know this is a bit more important to address. Cress, why did you feel the need to say that?
Why?
Yes.
If you really must know, as far as I've seen you this entire time, you've been a disgrace to the Saiyan race.
You sound just like my dad. I don't appreciate that.
Just like your father.
Yes.
Stop getting caught up in others' opinions. Where's your warrior spirit? Where's your Saiyan pride? Believe in yourself.
He just Stay silent.
Got no words to speak. That's what I expected.
We can talk about this later. Not right now, though.
I shoot a popcorn at Cress.
That's. I don't think he appreciates
I'm annoyed at this.
Just nervous Minotaur sweating in the background. Like poor Basil is just sitting there, like quietly eating his food, while like with the face of like a child listening to their parents yell at each other.
Did you just roll a hoop back hit?
I will add 2. That's a miss.
Now I want to action. No.
Nah,
I'm gonna use my action surge to
No,
shoot
fuck off.
another pop. No.
fuck off.
But yeah, Chris. I'd like to handle this at a different time, but right now I don't want to talk about it. This is not the place.
Well, let's go see Mr. Briefs.
Yeah, let's go see Mr. Briefs.
Let's
And
go
brief
hand
him on
over
the
the
situation.
case.
If you guys want to tap in with the intercoms to home base, you get a soft voice popping up in your in your earbuds. Hello, how can I help?
We have a delivery for Mr. Briefs. His balls are about to be delivered. Well, one
Excuse
of
me?
them. We have one of the requested items.
Oh, I see. Okay. Just come to one of the offices. I'll meet you there. And 1 second, let me go ahead. There we go. That should be a bit more fitting. The nearest, if you look around, I will let you roll for it, but the nearest place that you can reliably like drop off the Dragon Ball is one of the Capsule Corp pharmacies, and it's a pretty big building, about 6 in like comparison to other like smaller buildings around the island. It's about 6 stories tall. It's like you've been there like actually just earlier today to buy your senzu bean extract.
Okay.
So it's kind of a given that you came back here to drop it off. The person that meets you is a short and slender woman, about, I would say like about 5'5". Like short, kind of a bob of brown hair, like looks like a human.
Okay, so like a little shorter than Trace.
Yeah, a little bit. And he introduces herself as Kat.
Well, Kat,
And
do I have the present for you? Well,
Good.
not you specifically, but
well, don't worry. I will deliver the goods to the boss.
can I speak to the boss before I hand this over to make sure he's aware? Just playing it safe.
Of course. And she taps. Mr. President, we have a message for you. Send it through. And a few seconds later, you see Kat's face sort of morph into like a small screen, like a communicator screen. From this, you'd recognize that this is not a full human. This is a mecha android that is interacting with you. Already?
Hey, sir, I told you. I'll do whatever it takes. Don't ask me where I got it or how. But here's the first ball.
Huh. Given it's been, what, 5 hours? I did not expect y'all to be so quick with it.
We are
Hey,
dedicated to our job.
I'm the most qualified competitor there was. I'm basically the champion of the tournament. So, of course I got this.
Well, we'll see about that, but I do appreciate it. Hand it over to Kat, and I'll see to it being protected until this entire mission has succeeded.
Well, here you go, Cat. Hands it over, still looking at Mr. Reeves' face.
Yeah, like the face morphs back after the communication ends into Catherine's face, and just like kind of clicks into place. And yeah, you hand over the ball, and just like she tucks it into a pocket.
See you around.
Salutes and just makes her way. I did not expect that to go so well. Like above table. I did not expect that to go so well.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel
With-
Trey's capable. I want you to understand, as much as I joke around, Trace has a very capable build.
But as the first Dragon Ball is delivered, are you guys taking any time for yourselves for the rest of the night, or are you guys getting the ship and searching for the next one?
Well, I mean, we've only got 1 of 7, so we need to get right back on the trail, get to actually looking proper. Not all of them are going to fall into our lap in the form of a young, foolish child that one of our party members is perfectly fine stealing from in broad daylight.
Hey, nobody's
From a restaurant.
I'm ready to grab the ship, but before I grab the ship, I take Cress aside. Or not Cress, sorry. I take Trace aside. No one, and I want Trace to be, I don't want anyone else in earshot of this. So, and I tell Trace, I think Cress is starting to crack down on what is going on with our family. And I'm a little concerned, and I'd rather not have this ruin our mission together.
I believe Crass believes everything he is saying. But there is a reason you're here. Despite what Dad or Crass or whoever might want you to believe, you're way more capable than you know yourself. I mean, I still carry the wounds of our childhood. I know what power you carry.
Thank you. But all I ask is don't try and use a hoopak against Cress just because he's trying to figure out what's going on.
He was getting on my nerves. Like, only I get to be mean to you like that. Well, not even like that. I just like to...
I don't
You know
think
what?
he was mean. I don't think he was mean. I think he was just being honest, and I really wasn't in the headspace to do it. But
You
we talked
know,
about it, but
honesty without kindness is just cruelty.
and I think Taro goes silent, and then he gets back to trying to get to the ship.
All right.
Also, above board, the audio is kind of taking over my ears right now.
Yeah.
Is this better?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's a
for
much
me.
more
at
Okay.
least.
Okay. But All right. As you guys head towards the ship, I've already posted the images for you guys to look at for how it looks like on the Discord. Small, navy blue, like dark navy blue ship.
Let me just.
Like, it's still able to fit everyone in bedrolls for a comfortable night's sleep aboard.
Oh,
But-
I starfish the moment we get on that ship. I'm like
Crest, you
laying
kind of have to
like
kick
this.
Trace off during the night.
Wait, where's.
You're giving me the
But-
opportunity
Oh, okay.
to kick off the person that tried to shoot popcorn at me.
But as the day turns into evening, with one of these 7 targets already hit, as you all take off on the ship, could I please get another radar check from you, Basil, please?
All right, let me roll an Arcana. That's an 8.
That's an 8. Go ahead and roll again.
There we go, 23.
23. All right. You click, and with that 23, you do expand the location a little bit on the radar. Expand the radius to max. And another ping. About a day's journey away. And that's where we'll end today's session.
Well then.
But oh my god, that was a lot. Again, saying this honestly and truthfully, I did not expect y'all to get that so quickly.
You never expect the natural 20.
I had a lot of intrusive thoughts asking me to make Shadow the Hedgehog jokes. This is like
I mean, I have blue hair.
which is fine by me.
I mean, honestly, we have Trace, who's Sonic. We have Shadow, the Crest Hog.
Okay. Alright, I see you.
Wow.
We have Knuckles and Basil, and then we have Tails with Taro.
You're
Oh,
giving Taro a lot
wow.
of credit. You're giving Taro a lot of intelligence credit.
Actually, you're not. That's actually correct though, because my intelligence on.
Oh yeah, no,
Taro
I'm just saying what Taro has shown has not been the intelligence that he has in stats.
Well, I mean, have you seen some of the dumb
Yeah.
shit Tails pulls?
Yeah, but they actually work.
Exactly. But let's wrap up the episode there. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching these honestly kind of incredible shenanigans from this party. I'll say that much. But we'll catch you guys in the next episode, and thank you so much for watching.
Remember to
See
drink
ya.
your water.
Bye bye.
Hello.
Oh god.